Go.
This is called the three-headed monster. In this activity, 3 students will get together and share a story from their past, something that happened to them. Each of them will share a story that happened to them. Then they will decide which of their stories they want to share with the group. This is how they're going to share that story. Each of them is going to tell a portion of the story. They will tell it, and then the next person will tell it, and then the next person will tell their part of the story. I have 3 students here. Each of them is going to tell a part of a story that they have all decided on. They'll go through the group twice so that the story has been divided up into 6 parts. Here we go.
When I was in about 8th grade or so, I came into a motorbike and I rode it around all the time, all around the neighborhood. And one day I was riding and it was raining really hard.
Oh, that was the time that it rained so hard that Antoine said that he couldn't come get me from school.
Are you talking about the day it rained and I almost went off the side of the road because I lost control of my car?
Yeah. No. It was the day that it rained and I fell into the pond and I almost got electrocuted.
Oh, then Antoine was like, we can't let this happen. And so we got in his truck and went, vroom, vroom.
Oh, and then you guys came and picked me up off the road. Okay, now I'm remembering.
Antoine was such a hero.
A true legend.
Each of them has told a part of the story. Our audience now has the opportunity to ask questions, because what the audience wants to do is figure out, is it her story, is it his story, or is it his story? So now they get to ask questions. Who has a question? Please choose whether you're asking person number 1, number 2, or number 3. Yes?
Person number 3. How old were you when this happened?
I believe I was around 17 at the time.
Excellent. Do you have a question for our three-headed monster? If there are no questions, then you can move forward with the choosing stage. You will simply ask them, who thinks it's this person? Raise your hand. Who thinks it's this person? Raise your hand. And who thinks that it happened to this person? Raise your hand. And then you can say, will the real owner of the motorbike please stand up? The focus of the game, thank you very much, the focus of the game is to get each person to be able to take ownership of a story as if it was their very own story. So each person should act like it really happened to them. When a question is asked, whether they know the answer or not, they should try to give as accurate an answer as they can. If it did not happen to them, and they are asked a question like, what day of the week was it? What color was the bike? They can give any answer they want. If person 1 says, the bike was red, the bike was blue, the bike was brown. As long as they are saying it with conviction, the audience will still have to make a tough decision as to which of the three-headed monsters is the real owner of the story. That is three-headed monster.